Okay. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for those tuned in here on YouTube. Sorry, running a little late today. I sort of all of a sudden realized it was past 9 a.m. Time slipped away here this morning. Anyways, sorry about that. So, sitting down now and looking at the market. Overall market, S&P 500 is up a little bit today, gapping up a little bit. We're still below the 200 moving average, which is the level that I'm really going to want to see break. If we can get back above the 200 right up here, and then back up above this level here, that's going to be great. That's what we really want to see for a move back up towards this pivot and then back to all-time highs. Now, that may not happen. I mean, we may keep trending down, and if that's the case, then that's the case. But we'll do the best we can. Hey, make sure you don't pull on any of those cables. Those are important. I've got a little helper today. It's Friday. So let's see. Gap scanner. Leading gapper MGLD up 70%. The chart is terrible. Right now, it looks terrible. I'll put it up for you. MGLD popped up at 4 a.m., but has since just been selling off. It looks good if you can get back above 5. It's at 365 right now, though. So it's got a long ways to go before it looks good. So my expectations on it are pretty low. Some of you guys might have, if you were up early, gotten some trades either at 4 a.m. or again at 7 a.m. when it popped. But right now it looks pretty gross. So that's disappointing, but it is what it is. Let's see. So that's the leading gapper. Second leading gapper, EXN, 33 million share float, a little cheap. GFAI, 88 cents, a little cheap. 15 million share float. CLSD, a little cheap. PZG, a little cheap. LBPS, I don't know. Lazy, $21, a little more expensive. Although I've been doing better between 10 and 20 than on stocks under 10. So I am aware of that right now. Lazy is easy to borrow. In this market where we've been seeing a lot of pop and drop action, I'd be more inclined to be aggressive on something that is hard to borrow rather than easy to borrow. So I see that. So we'll probably leave that one alone for the time being, but you never know. Keep it on watch. Let's see. High day Momo scanners, ASTS. That's the only one I've traded so far. Got green on it. Up $1,400, just about $1397.45, which is perfectly fine if that's where I finish the week. $1,400 is a good day, small share size. We got a little bit of action on it, so I'm cool with that. The high of this level there is 59. I would say if it can get back above VWAP, our 5-minute chart, is starting to base out. So I'm still bullish on it. Generally, I'm still watching it. Over 11, it looks more interesting. So ASTS worth keeping close watch on. Energy stocks, INDO, IMPP. So quick trade there on ASTS as it started to pop up. Now watch for the ad over 75. And let's see if we get a move back to 80. Added at 75. Now looking for 80. I'd like to see this squeeze up to 11, if I'm going to be honest. So there's 89. Let's just get a couple good trades. 88. Watch for now dip entries, and then the break over 90. So watching added at 79 there and looking for the break over 90. It has had topping tails, but that's some high volume on that candle. So double top would be 94. Let's see if we get the break of 94. So watching in this area for the break over 1088. Back to flat at 73 for now. New order is to buy a dip. That candle closed green. So added $1,000 on that candle. Now watching back over 90. Slide it back. So we've got about a double top there. Yeah, I would agree. By the way, those tuning in on YouTube, hit the thumbs up. Appreciate that big time. I hope you're subscribed to the channel. So this needs to break through 1094, and then we would look for a move up to 1150. So you saw that dip trade right at the VWAP was a good entry. That was right here for a pop back over VWAP right there. So now we want to see, does it hold this level? And if it does it base out and then give us another trade back up to 11? So right in this area is a possible dip. I'll add back at 74. 10-second chart curling. So now I would look to add at 85 or 95. Let's just see if we get that break. So orders at 90. This is first 1 minute candle to make a new high. Got 82 on the ask. I'm looking to add at 85. So I'm going to cut the loss on that because you can see it's a false breakout, but I can look to add back on another test of 1050. High volume was on that red false breakout candle. Added back at 58. So that's a dip trade. And then I'll look for the pop back through 70. I think getting in as close to support as possible makes a lot of sense. So small gains, small size, leaving it for now. Nice, Eric. Good work. 20 cents. That's great. False breakout. Reminder for those tuning in on YouTube that trading is risky. Most beginner traders lose money, and my results are not typical, so take it slow. Trade in a simulator before you put real money on the line. Yeah, Willie, it certainly is. Just watching VWAP, that's an important level for dips. So we only have about 6 minutes to the bell. Okay. All right. Can you do a quick hand wash? Just get your fingies wet, just a little bit. Okay.
Dada.
That's not a cup. You can play with that, but I don't want you to drink out of it.
Show my hand on it.
Perfect. That works. But keep that away from my computer. I don't want you to get wet. Yeah, we do have a flat top breakout pattern on ASTS, but not really. I don't know. I'm not sure that we're going to get anything particularly exciting. We'll see. There's a couple of base hits on it. That's fine. That's good enough for today. High of that candle was 72. So, some in the event that the market pulls back, we've got gold that you could watch. You've got USO, S&P 500 right now seems to be pulling back a little bit, but DADA, a joke. Yeah, but it is moving up a little bit. Not sure the float on it. 233 million. It's pretty high. No, I don't try to. I mean, I really almost never try to buy the bid unless I am looking at a particular dip entry and I'm thinking it might, dip down to like the $0.50 or something like that. But if I did, it would only be a starter position in any case. I wouldn't put, full size order on the bid. Typically, I just don't usually get filled if I try. And if I do, it's because there's a lot of sellers and then goes lower. So 2.5 minutes to the bell. ASTS made a move from 10 to 11, has been range bound since then. AGRI, yeah, I mean, I just don't think so. It's too far below yesterday's high. Yeah, ASTS is below VWAP right now. So you're getting this pullback here. Double bottom would be at 33. Yeah, some people might say, this is a good spot to buy the dip. It's near 46, double bottom. The official double bottom would be down here at 33. But, at the same time, it's below VWAP. So I don't know if it's worth it. So let's see if we get any action this morning. 30 seconds to the bell. Those on YouTube, please hit the thumbs up if you don't mind. Makes a huge difference for the channel. I'm sitting at approximately $2,145 going into the open. I would say back over 65.70, there might be a low risk kind of, trading is risky, but for me, a lower risk dip entry. So we'll watch ASTS at the open. We'll see if it wants to squeeze up to 11. It's not a perfect pattern. A little bit of green there on the tape, so I bought. Now the question is, how high does it go? Took some profit at 68 the moment it hesitates. Now watching 68 for the next ad. 1,500 share positions. It would have to retest the high of 1090. So that was a $165 trade there at the open. It's enough to buy a bag of groceries. Yeah. GFAI. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a cheaper stock. These ones, yeah, bud. I would say if it can break over $1, you could put an order around $1. Because when you get the whole dollar break, you get to move up to like $1.10. But I don't know if that'll happen on GFAI. It's just a little cheap. Alt level's $1.10. Watching GFAI. Take a quick long there at 99 cents. Let's see if it wants to break through $1. Ad spot is $1. Added $1. Next add $1.01. See if it wants to go up to $1.10 halt level. Added $1.02. Looking for $1.05. Watch the next ad, $1.04, $1.05. Holding 3,000 shares on it. Back to flat. New order, $1.05. These ones I have to be careful with. My hotkeys to sell on the bid will give me risk check failed, so I can't sell on the bid. New orders at $1.05. Hey, bud, I'm trying to work, all right? Watching $1.05 on GFAI. So on these, I watched the tape. You've got sellers stacked at 4. KLXC, worth watching. And the only thing is I thought it was energy. I'm going to leave that one alone for right now.
It's all this food to see hands.
Oh, okay, great. Thank you. Does that have soap in it?
Yeah,
Great, thank you.
because it's really good.
Very good. Watching GFAI. Added back on GFAI there for the break of 105. Now let's look for 106. Add. There's 106. Do we get a squeeze up to 110? There's 106. 107 coming up. There's 107. Can we get 110? Let's see what it wants to do. No, back to flat on it. Lost 500. That's okay. Hit a high of only 108. So now GFAI trying again. Added back there for the break of 10. Let's see if this wants to squeeze up to 15. Watch GFAI for ads over 11 and 12. See, it's starting to pull away. So watch 10, 11, and 12. Let's see, there's a 50,000 share bid right there. Watch the ad at 11 and 12 for a squeeze up to 15. We should be able to get 15 on this. Surprised how stacked it is. Sold for now at 10. New orders at 15. Really stacked up there. Which one did you watch? ASTS? GLD. MGLD is below VWAP. MGLD, we'll see how high it wants to go. Watching for 50. Added at 38. Just try to ride that momentum. If it can break over 50, then it's a break of VWAP. Holding 3,000, adding there at 50 for the break of VWAP, and now looking for a squeeze up to 60. Could we get a quick move up to 65.70? Maybe. Doesn't seem like it, not yet. That's okay, small gains, I can always add back at 50. It's always a little risky, but sometimes you get that surge right through VWAP and it doesn't stop. And then this one, if we can get above 5, starts to look a lot better. So leaving an order at 51. HYMC. It's right underneath the 200 moving average. No fill at 50 on MGLD. Tried to add back, didn't fill. Now you're getting that bigger move, as you can see. Nice job. Watching for dips. Alt levels 509. Only made small profit on it so far. So probably due for a little pullback there, 30-cent breakout. GFAI, son of a gun, halting up. You got to be kidding me. Talk about right idea, but wrong timing. So it came up, and then on that try, it broke. What's the deal? How annoying. MGLD added at 85, 3,000 shares. Looking for a squeeze up to 90. We get the break of 90 and then up to 5. Halt level's 531. Selling basically flat, small loss for right now. New orders at 90. Only 3,000 shares, trading small. Can't believe I missed GFAI. So annoying. MGLD moving a little higher. MGLD, does this dip get bought up? Watching, added at 85 to buy the dip. Looking for the curl back through 90. Does it go to 95 or is it just a 5-cent pop? Holding 3,000 shares. So it ends up being a false breakout, going flat on it, down 500. We'll see how it forms a 5-minute setup. So small gains today, sitting at 2,200. A little bit of profit on GFAI, a little bit of profit on ASTS, red on MGLD. But nothing big. GLD, watch for the breakthrough 5. Added there for 5. So this one's starting to give us some action. Next adds 510. And then we're looking for a squeeze up to 520. So when you get that dip and then it rips right back up, that's bullish. Adding at 505, 506 for the breakthrough 510. And now looking for 520, 530. My thought on this is that maybe we see a squeeze up to 550. There's 14. Next add is going to be 15. Add at 15. And then 25, adding at 25. Looking for that surge up to 35. So just holding right now and looking to add 27. Add at 27. My target is 550. I think 550 is realistic on this. Watch the dips. See, now we're getting into this kind of breakout pattern. So looking for a dip and then an add for the breakthrough 28. Watching for dip entries and the break of 28. And then can we get a move up to 30, 40, 50? Nice, Jorge. Good job. Sorry, I have a hard time remembering. Added at 22 there. So just trying to time this breakthrough 25, 28. Take a little profit into that level. Added back at 28. There's 35. Taking a little more profit. Adding back at 40. Then I'll look to take profit 50. So just trading the range. Added at 45. Then look for profit around 51. Added at 49 again for the break over 50. We're going to start looking for a move up towards $6 on MGLD. We got our $0.50 first move. Some profit, 52. So high of this candle's 59. We're getting a little extended. We'll just keep actively trading the range. See how high it wants to go before pulling back. Dip trade at 40. Bought the dip. Looking for the pop back up over 550. Added at 38. So what I'm looking for on this is a reclaim of 350. There's 48. So now watch for a reclaim of 50 and then a break of 55 for a squeeze up to 75. Adding at 53 and 55. Now we're looking for 75. Add at 65. So this is where we start to get a little bit of a short squeeze as it moves higher. Taking some profit at 67. New order 75. Added right there 69 for the squeeze up to 75 and 80. Watching 75 and 80. So this kind of did the same thing as it did before. It dipped and then it ripped right up. So now we're watching 75, 80 for the move to 6. And the chart is starting to look better. Added 80. There's 90. Took profit. New order at 6. High of this candle is about 5.99. So added on the dip at 80. Let's see if we break through 90. Watching 95. Added at 95. I want to see if we break over 6. Added at 6. There's 610. Now if we can hold over 6, then that starts to give us some room for a move higher. Added 610 right there. Now looking for a squeeze, 625. Adding 620. Halt level 655. Added again 630. So now we're starting to get some action. Bought the dip at 620. So we're looking for a squeeze up to 675. This is parabolic. This is what we were looking for. Finally, some parabolic action. Watch the dips to get bought up. High of that candle's 37. New orders at 45. Bought the dip at 06. Added at 19. 18,000 share buyer at 18. So I'm looking for the squeeze through 25. See if I can position on a good dip trade. And then our target on this is going to be a move up to 755 and then 789. Those are our targets. Added 18 there. There's 30. Next add is going to be 35. Added there. Now look for the add over 50 for a squeeze up to 75. So see how this is pulling away. Added at 50. Next add is 60. Added at 65. So we're looking for that squeeze up to $7 right now. Add at 70. New orders 85, adding at 85. And can we get a move all the way up to 7? Taking a little off the table up there. Looking for a dip to add back. Add at 51. Average is 58. There's 64. So actively trading the range on this down to small size. Nice on GFAI. So now new order goes at 7. Bought the dip at 67. Now looking for an add at 85 and 95 for a squeeze through $7. Add at 88. I'm going to look to add at 95. This is a micro pullback here. And then we're looking for the squeeze through 7 and a target of 755. So holding position. I've got about half size. Added at 90. Adding at 95, 93 for the break at 95. And now let's get that breakthrough 7 and a squeeze up to 710. As soon as we break 710, I'm going to look to add for the move up to 750. Watching dips to buy dips. Added at 72, buying the dip. Looking for the squeeze through $7 and then 710, 725 add spots. Watch up here. Add at 98. Looking for that rip through 7. And then as soon as I see 710 print, I'm going to be pressing the buy button. There's 7 on the ask. I'm looking for 710 to print. Adding at 97. Adding at 7. Adding at 710. Now looking for 720. Holding 5,000 shares. Back to flat for now. Watching dip to add back. Add at 61, starter. The dips have been getting bought up, so looking for the next dip. Nice, up to 71. New order at 710. Our high was 711. Watch the dip. Add at 87. Looking for the break back over $7. My target on this is still 755. If we can break 755, then we're looking at 889. Flat for now, 74. Dip trade at 32. This is off the 9 moving average. Added at 50 for the reclaim. Looking for 58. Add at 78. Now look at this over 95. This could be squeezed through 7 for the next leg up. Looking for adds at 95 and then 7. Bought the dip at 55. Looking for the curl back through 7. 755, still that target. Let's see if we break through 7. Back to flat for right now. GFAI, high is 30. It's a low price name, but worth watching. Added at 36 and 46 on MGLD. Again, still buying dips. Looking for the pop back over $0.50 up to 57.60. I think we're just on a 5-minute pattern right now. Flat. We're up 200%. Double bottom on MGLD, added at 34. Looking for the break back over 50. Nice. 50 on the ask. Added back at 35. A little slippage on the entry. Looking for the break back over 50, and then a squeeze up to 55.60. So trading in this range here, trying to accumulate on the pullback for the curl back up towards 7. Added at 40. Looking for 55 and 60. So now over 60, we'll start to get dialed in. If this can break over 70, I'm going to start sizing up for a move back to 7. Watching 70 to break. So that's this pivot right there, 70. Added at 66. Now adding at 70. So now we're starting to look for that squeeze back to 7, right? We broke the pivot, watch over 75, 85, 95, and that curl back up over 7. So right now on a breakout, I'm looking to add at 85 and 95. Add it at 85. Next add is 95. And then we're looking for a move up to 750. Add it at 90. So the break of this level right here is what we're looking for. We've got our 5-minute setup forming. Watch for a dip entry. Adding at 76 to buy the dip. Now looking for the break through 95. There's 90 on the ask. I'm thinking 95, 96, 97, and then a squeeze through 7. 707, 715, 725. Possible add spots. Waiting for the next dip to add back. Add it at 68. This is still a 5-minute pattern. It's an ABCD. So the high of this candle there was 90. So we're going to watch for the curl back through 85. This is called a 5-minute ABCD pattern. Add it at 42 to buy the dip. Looking for the curl back up to 85 and 90. So bottoming tails like that, I like to buy.
Still morning time?
Yeah, but it is. So right in here, the high of this current candle is 80. So we'll be looking for the break back through 680, and then 690, and a squeeze through 7. Looking for 725 and 750. We're approaching the 20 moving average, which is psychological support. So we'll watch for another dip entry. Add it at 47. First 5-minute candle to make a new high will be around 680. Waiting for the first 1-minute candle to make a new high. So now you're seeing that curling. First 1-minute candle to make a new high is going to be 60. And then look for adds through 75 and 85 for the break of the ABCD pattern, which is 90. So one of the things that I sometimes find helpful is to step back a little bit and just kind of look at the pattern. And you can see this ABCD pattern forming. And we know we've got targets of 755 and then 889. Those are our higher levels. So the high of this current candle is 70. I'm going to put a new order at 75. Watching to buy dips. Add it at 44 to buy the dip. Still looking for the break of 75 and 80, breaking out of the wedge. $75, watch 75 and then 85 for the squeeze through 7. So new orders at 77. Add at 65. Looking for that curl through 75 and then 85, move up to $7. Flat for right now. Look for another dip. 20 moving average is at 22. I'm going to put an order at 20 to buy 25. It's a perfect tap of the 20 moving average right there on the 5-minute. I've got a 5-minute on my other screen over here. So we're starting to get a little closer to a possible apex. I'm not sure whether or not we're going to find support, because we're still extended on the 5-minute. We've pulled back here for a little longer than I thought. We had a nice, move up and then kind of drop and pop and a little choppy in this area. So below 27 would be bearish. You can see it's got this support level here. It could be a spot for a dip trade, but below that level would be a bit bearish. And the 5-minute is extended. On the other hand, above 75 is bullish. And if it's squeezed right through 85.95, then we're looking at a move back up towards 759 or 755. So I'm looking for dip trades on it. Nice. If you got that dip, good job. High was 70. Dip trade at 98. Bought the dip. Let's see if it pops back up over 610. So, that's kind of a bit of a large flush there. Small profit on that dip trade. Got a partial fill at 618, the rest at 601. So looks like that's it for the morning, or at least, for the first hour and a half, 2 hours. VWAP 78, bought the dip, looking for the pop back up over 6. The nice thing with this entry is it's right at volume weight average price. So let's see if this wants to break over $6. When you get almost dollar a share flush like that, you usually want to look for support level, and then where's the logical bounce spot. So you've got a little bit of a bounce there at 90. Is it going to get back up over 6? Watching the first 1 minute candle to make a new high. Added at 90 right there. See that big bid that just came in? Nice. So that was a nice little trade. But, a bounce off the low, that's all it really is. So that'll be the morning. Thanks to those who tuned in on YouTube for a little bit of a longer broadcast here. Reminders always that trading is risky and my results are not typical. I'm going to keep streaming for Warrior Pro students and may end up getting some more opportunities today. We got some, I didn't really expect MGLD to do that, but once it started to open up, I started trading it, and I guess I'm up 17,000, so that's not bad. I was up 20, I think, so gave back a little off the top, but would have been really nice if I had broken 755, because then we would have had a target for high a day 789. Maybe you still do. Maybe it's just early. It's only 10 a.m. So, well, let's just see what this ends up doing through the rest of the early morning, afternoon. And if it looks like it wants to set up for another squeeze, I'm going to be here to trade it. All right. So I'll shut down the YouTube broadcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. And Warrior Pro students will keep trading.